sun revolves around the earth. Okay, that's how the word revolution come from. Revolving. And what did the church say? The church says, no, you are damn wrong. Why? Because in the book of Joshua one day he fought with his enemies, and Joshua said, I didn't have enough time to kill my enemies. So he prayed to God, give me more time to kill my enemy. So what did the Bible say? The sun will stop moving. It is explicitly said in the Bible, the sun will stop moving. This is a miracle performed by God. So the church said, who are you to disagree with the Bible? The Bible said explicitly the sun will stop moving then by God. So in other words, before that and after that, the sun was moving. And now you are telling me the sun is not moving and the earth is moving around the earth. So who are you to say that? Of course you are damn wrong. So because why? They don't have to look at evidence, they don't have to do anything else but look at the Bible because the Bible tells me so. How many times people have said this to us? I believe homosexuality is wrong because the Bible tells me so. Right? You can't do this, you can't do that. Why? Because the Bible tells me so. 所以在这样情况之下，所以 I feel like I was cheated by my Sunday school teachers. Okay? When I studied New Testament under my professor of New Testament at Wisconsin, and later I went to Boston University at Episcopal Divinity School, and I took some classes at Harvard University. And I feel like I was cheated. Okay? So, for the very first time, I dare to question what the Bible really says about homosexuality. Okay? Even though I came out after that, in 2003, I think it's okay to be gay and to be Christian. But sometimes you ask the question, what if the Bible was right and homosexual is abomination? I still question myself. The first or second year when I came out, right? What if? Okay, I know very well the Bible is okay. I have another interpretation. There are 7 scriptures people quote to go against homosexuality, right? Leviticus, Genesis, Sodom and Gomorrah, Romans, 1 Timothy, and 1 Corinthians, right? So we have different interpretation, and a lot of pro-gay pastors, they can tell me, well, I can tell you it should not be interpreted in this way. If you follow this kind of interpretation, you will know that the Bible is not against homosexuality. But I still question myself, what if the Bible is really against homosexuality? I still ask myself this question. But when I really learned that the Bible is not free from any kind of error and mistakes, so I can come to the conclusion that if the Bible is really against homosexuality, then the Bible is wrong. The Bible is wrong. Why? Because this is not the first time the Bible is wrong. Remember? The Bible talks about the institution of slavery. How used to the institution of slavery was established by God in the Old Testament. In the New Testament, Jesus never says slavery is wrong. Paul never says slavery is wrong. And Paul even said that if you are a slave, you should be submissive. Okay, right? Okay, you should listen to your slave owner. Don't try to run away. Okay, just be nice. Of course, I know that your slave owner, your master, is kind of nasty, but it's okay. Just be nice, because one day God knows everything, and one day when you die, God will reward you. Okay, so the slavery is okay, right? So, but these days, I don't think anyone would dare to say slavery is okay. We all know that slavery is evil. It's against human rights. Right? So, but the Bible the Bible explicitly says that slavery is okay. So, the Bible obviously is wrong. 对不对？所以在这样的情况之下，我觉得这样的一种的 I was enlightened, like it was an aha moment for me then. Right? Oh, the Bible is not free from error. So it doesn't matter what the Bible really says on homosexuality. Because for a lot of evidence from social science, from for a lot of research and statistics, we know that homosexuality is just one of the sexual orientations.
我想问一下Well, I agree there is errors and inconsistency, which I have pointed out with all those examples. But the Bible is very, very clear, like what you say in Leviticus, and I'm going to read Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. Do not lie with a man as one lies with a woman, that is detestable. And then in chapter 20, verse 13, If a man lies to a man as one lies to a woman, both of them have done what is detestable. They must be put to death, you know.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say here is, well, maybe some parts got errors, but this part no error can.
Okay. Well, 另外一个地方啊，in the book of Leviticus also mentioned that you cannot wear clothes made from different materials, right? 100% cotton or 100% anything. You cannot mix. Okay. So the Bible also said a lot of things. So there's no way for us to follow everything in the Bible. Okay. So we all 我们都是 selectively choose which one makes better sense. Then we follow those that make sense to us. So 如果你要认为homosexuality is wrong, then we have to ask the question, why homosexuality is wrong? Why homosexuality is wrong? We just can't say homosexuality is wrong simply because the Bible tells me so. Because the Bible obviously tells us a lot of things, right? In the Bible, incest was okay, right? Incest was okay. A lot of people will say that, well, homosexuality is wrong because God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, right? So if homosexuality is right, then God would have created Adam and Steve instead of Adam and Eve. Okay? So let's assume this logic is right. We give them the benefit of doubt. So okay, let's assume this logic is right. By the same token, we also could argue that incest is right. Because if incest is wrong, then God would have created Adam and Eve plus Elizabeth and Michael. But God only created Adam and Eve. So where Adam and Eve's children come from? Grandchildren come from? So obviously this is a 乱伦嘛，这是 incest 嘛，对不对？ So this story is nothing to do with sexual moralities. If we use this story to justify our sexual moralities, then we'll come to some very bizarre conclusion. Do you see my point? So 所以这个很重要，所以让我们重新思考，我们应该怎么样读圣经啊？我们应该怎么样读圣经？因为有很多基督徒啊，会认为说 ，homosexuality is okay， 可是他没有去 reconstruct and deconstruct their theology。We need to reconstruct and deconstruct our theology. To really rethink critically about how we should read the Bible. And this is very, very important. Otherwise, when one day we are okay with homosexuality, we will use the same logic to go against other things. Just like today, no one would use the Bible to go against, to say slavery is okay. Okay, everyone knows slavery is not okay. Even the Bible tells it is okay. Okay. 可是它最重要的问题并没有解决啊，就是我们应该怎么样读圣经，所以这个是很重要的。我们要真的要反省哦，我们应该怎么样读圣经啊？圣经到底是一本怎么样的书啊？我们不能够开口闭口就说 because the Bible tells me so， okay? Because the Bible tells me so. Everyone goes to heaven. Everyone go to hell. Okay? Unless you are Christian. Why? Because the Bible tells me so. The Bible could be wrong, right? And it's not the first time the Bible is wrong. So, 我们不能so how do we know whether the Bible is right or wrong? Then 我们一定要很理性的去思考啊，去思考到底这样的讲话有没有道理，有没有 evidence， 有没有道理 ？Is it reasonable to say that everyone goes to hell unless you believe in Jesus? Okay, even though you are a very good person. And you just see no reason why you want to believe in Jesus. And God will send you to hell simply because you don't believe in Jesus. Is it reasonable? No? 所以我们一定要问这样的一个问题。我觉得这个非常重要。所以我们就必须要重新的思考，我们的神学到底是一个怎么样的神学啊？因为太多时候啊。我们就常常很简化问题，然后我们就说，因为圣经这样讲，因为圣经那样讲，所以我们就用圣经来 justify 很多的东西，而没有真正的去批判啊，圣经这样讲到底有道理还是没有道理？所以这个是很重要的。
也就是一种进化，
对，
社会的进化，我们神学的进化，
对一种神学的进化。
那么来到这里，也许我们可以看一下我们在座有没有人有任何的一个问题啊？Do you have any questions that you want to check with him?